Natalie. Oh, a neck sprain. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Girl, I hope they gave you the good stuff. Okay? The stuff that'll knock you out and put you to sleep. You might need some sleep. Um, I'm not gonna be on here too long. Because I'm waiting for a delivery and I'm gonna have to scoot when they show up. But I figured would be worth doing a little Q&A. So Kay, Natalie, Facebook, YouTube. Natalie, was this your first time doing your own silk press? How can I detangle without breaking off my hair gently? You start at the ends. It might be best for you to Kay, it might be best for you to use a paddle brush or a Denman brush. But if I were you, I would do it in larger sections because of how um, fragile, how sensitive your hair is right now, how prone to breakage your hair is right now. I would consider taking larger sections. And if I were you, I would, excuse me, I would detangle this way, right? This is my paddle brush against the palm of your hand, okay? Against the palm of your hand at the ends and then work your way up. Palm of your hand at the ends and then work your way up. Hey, Jasmine. That's what I would suggest in terms of detangling your hair without breaking it off. You want to take your time, but if I were you, I would do larger sections. Take your time, nice and slow, nice and easy. But yeah, I would take larger sections, paddle brush, start at the ends, work my way up, and then move on. Hey Jasmine, anytime you feel any resistance. So if you notice, when I detangle a client's hair, anytime I feel any resistance, I start at the bottom again, right? So if I start down here and as I work my way up, I start to get some tangles in the middle. I start at the bottom again and work my way up again. Okay. Well, no, I've tried before with no success, but it's been years since my last attempt. Jasmine, guess what Natalie did? Facebook, YouTube, guess what Natalie did? Natalie did her own silk press at home on her own, and it came out really, really well. She said that I can share the pictures, but and I will. I'm just gonna wait until a little bit later to share them. But I'm very, very excited for you. I'm excited for the amount of the boost of confidence that you'll experience being able to do your hair on your own. I'm excited for the amount of freedom that you get, right? Doing your hair on your own. There's a sense of freedom that is attached to that. I'm excited for how much money you're going to save, right? I am very, very excited for you, Natalie. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. We're just doing a Q&A until my groceries arrive. We got maybe like 20 minutes. We're doing a Q&A until my groceries arrive. And you can ask me anything. Ask me anything related to hair. Please don't get too crazy. Happy Saturday. Excuse me. I am excuse me. I'm hopeful for a couple of things for you, Natalie. I'm hopeful that you know the amount of confidence it is that you gain, that is something that I'm, I'm not sure, but I imagine you're married, maybe in a relationship, whatever the case might be. And I'm just only saying that looking at your profile picture, but I what excites me really, right, is that you know happy wife, happy life is just a saying for some people. Happy wife, happy life is just a saying for some people, but truly, right, when the women in your life are happy, when they're thriving, when they're confident, it works well for everybody. You know what I mean? It works well for everybody. How do I get better with styling, or will I need to wait until my hair gets longer? You absolutely do not. Your hair is long enough. So right now, Natalie's hair is like at the very top of her neck, or maybe like the middle of her neck. Hey, Tanya. Tanya, did you go on Patreon and see that live class that we did that we was in there cutting up on? You do not have to wait. You do not have to wait. So here's what I want you to think about, Natalie, right? This was your, hey, Chrissy. Natalie, this was your first silk press. This was your first silk press in many years that you did on your own, right? And the question is valid, but here's what I want you to consider. Um, I will say, it looks like the front of your silk press you curled to the front, and if that's how you love or like to wear your hair, um, then I love that, right? If you want something that looks more modern, I will say that curling away from your face will help um, give you just like a more modern look. And it also increases volume up at the top, right? Curling away from your face increases your volume at the top. So if I were you, what I would have loved to have seen is a little bit more volume. Hold on, because hello? Can you text? Sorry. Um, um, what was I gonna say? Oh, damn, what was I gonna say? I would have loved We're back. Tanya, are we okay? Girl, I lost you. This connection is cutting out, but we ain't got but about 15 minutes on here. Maybe 30 minutes. Chrissy, girl, what is you? Mo Dollars. Hey, girl. Chrissy, what do you mean your first silk press? What do you mean your first in a long time or your first ever? Your first silk press in a long time or your first silk press ever? Mo, how have you been? Happy Saturday. Are you snowed in, Mo? Hey, boss. Happy Saturday. What do you mean, Chrissy, your first ever silk press? You've never gotten your hair professionally straightened before? Oh my God, that feels like so much pressure. It feels like so much pressure. Boss, we're doing a live Q&A. We're going to be on here for maybe like another 20 minutes. You're not snowed in? Good. I don't know. I thought the girls were saying that, oh, it was snowing yesterday, I guess. Snowing yesterday. We're doing a live Q&A. You can ask me literally whatever hair-related question it is that you have. And I will do the best that I can to answer it with as much detail as I can. Mo, do you have questions? Have you been? Tanya, am I back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? It was out for a little while. Mo, have you been to any of the stylists that I recommended? I used to have a relaxer prior to the pandemic. I've been natural for the past 6 years. Okay, Chrissy, you've had your hair straightened before, girl. A relaxer, a silk press ain't nothing but my brain would want to say a wash and go so bad. Ain't too much different from a wash and set, girl. It ain't much different. You're gonna try units, Mo? Are you excited? Oh yeah, you showed them to me. You didn't buy your first one already? Are you a wig lover? Do you love wigs? Do you love units? Do you love wigs or units, Tanya? Y'all know I'm a wig wearing girl. I've never worn it. What, Mo? What you scared of? You don't have to leave your house if you don't like it. You ain't got to leave your house with it if you don't like it. To answer your last question, he's very supportive. It's been hard since. Oh, I didn't know you were a new mom too, Natalie. And girl, I don't care how old that baby is. It's still new. Yes. What I was saying before about in relation is the confidence that you gain from knowing how to do your hair, the confidence you gain, for knowing how to do your hair yourself, I guess specifically silk presses, just exudes in your household, right? That's really what I was saying. Like, we love a supportive man, right? We love that. But my primary concern is always going to be you, right? And if I can cater to you, that just has shown just how much better you can show up at home, right? So when my girls come in, we laugh, we kiki, we have a really good time. But I often pray that every time I encounter a client that they leave me better than they came to me, right? So my prayer is that anytime you leave a conversation, anytime you leave my chair, anytime you read an email, right, that you leave me better than when you saw me, when you met me, when you read an email that I wrote, when you write a text message that I wrote, or whatever the case might be. So that's really what I was saying, right? Like, we love that he is supportive of you, but my focus is you. And I love that now that you are having more freedom, taking more control over your hair. Hey, Cody, now that you are having more freedom and you are taking more control over your hair, that kind of confidence, I'm excited for what that does for your household, right? Because when you feel better, when you are better, everything around you is just better. Everyone responds a lot more different. And so that was really what I was saying in that message. Hey, boss, good morning. Facebook, YouTube, we are doing a Q&A probably for like the next 20. Hey, Fatima, we're doing a Fatima, why your hands so white, Fatima? Girl, is we in enemy territory? Girl, why your hands so white, Fatima? So yeah, Facebook, YouTube, we're going to be on here for maybe like another 20 minutes or so. And then, from now until then, you can ask me any of the hair questions you have. I wear my hair like yours right now. My hair is medium, is fine and medium. How do I keep my curls? Are you talking about your natural curls or your curls when you are styling your hair? Tanya, this is a wig. Okay, I want you to know that anytime you see me, anytime I pop up on your timeline, I have a scalp condition, and so in the area where my scalp condition is primarily, there's no hair that grows there, right? Otherwise, I'm usually a bald. I love to be a bald-headed baddie. I can show you some pictures. I love to be a bald-headed baddie. If it wasn't for my scalp condition, you would see me with a shaved head and maybe some color. Definitely some color. You would see me with a shaved head and some color if it wasn't for my scalp condition. But outside of that, girl, every time you see me, it's a wig. I'm going to text for an appointment after this live. Chrissy, you ain't done that already? I guess not, because you said you wanted to do it after this live. You know what to do already, right, Chrissy? And you know I'm no longer in Midtown Manhattan. I'm not in the city anymore. Natalie, did I answer your question? Did I answer your question about styling? It will come with time, okay? But what I would like to see you do is maybe... So let me answer, Chrissy. Let me answer. Let me finish my thought with Natalie first, and then I'll tell you exactly how to get an appointment. So Natalie, what I would recommend is to do one of two things: either turn down the temperature on your flat iron when you go to press it, or turn down the temperature on your curling iron when you go to curl it. Right? So that this way you get a little bit more volume, you leave a little bit more texture there. And when you go to curl your hair, especially in your crown area, right? So here's how I section my clients' hair. I do, for volume in particular, I do a U-shaped part, right? About eyebrow, from center of the eyebrow, like for the center points of the eyebrow, and do a U-shaped part. That's one section, right? And then I do 2 sections. That's 3 sections. Okay. And then I have this whole back section. And whenever I am looking for volume in this middle section, I curl up. Okay. I curl up. Chrissy, I was trying to get you to the shop before I moved, girl. Tanya, you still didn't answer. You still didn't tell me, baby. Are we talking about how do you keep your curls? Are you talking about your natural curls or your curls when you use a flat iron or a curling iron? Okay, so Natalie, you can do whatever you need to do to the sides and the back. But if you want volume, you want to curl your hair. You want to curl your hair up. Okay. If I were you, I would pin it, curl it up, pin it, curl it up, pin it, and I would probably do no more than 4. No more than 4 curls right here, right? Hey, boss. And if you want kind of like that feathered look, don't make it a tight curl. Okay. If you want that feathered look, when you drop your sections, when you drop your curls, if you want that feathered look, if I were you, I would use, you want to use a feathered thing. Girl, where is that? Oh, here it is. a feathered kind of comb to comb through. That'll help give you feathering. But in general, just larger sections, larger curls, to give yourself more volume, to have like that feathered look. And that's also how you pin curl it, right? That's what I would suggest. You pin curl it up, 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 3 sections. And you can just really do just about whatever to the sides. Okay. You can do one large curl on each side, and you can do, okay, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would do maybe like 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pin curls. I think you are answering me right now. Oh, so you were talking about styled curls. So Tanya, hold on. For fine hair in particular, okay? Hey, boss. Patrice, Tanya, if you have fine hair, if you have hair that is on the finer side, even if you feel like it's a little bit more medium, you know, it's not really a thicker kind of hair strand. It's a little bit. If you have finer hair, if you are looking to hold a curl, if you want to keep your curls, a couple of things that I would suggest. Heavy moisture products, okay, are going to weigh your curl down, right? Your heavy shampoos, your heavy moisturizing shampoos and conditioners are going to weigh your hair down. So here's what I would consider, especially when you're doing a silk press. I would focus, if you have fine hair, especially surrounding doing a silk press, I would suggest using more protein focused products during that time. Okay, so what does that look like? Even in the winter, what does that look like? That could look like using a protein focused shampoo, a moisture focused conditioner, and maybe not deep conditioning on that wash day, and then a protein focused leave-in conditioner, right? Protein shampoo, moisture conditioner, no deep conditioning. You leave the conditioner in for maybe like 3 minutes or so, rinse it out, use a protein focused leave-in conditioner, because the protein is going to be super light on either end, but that moisturizing conditioner is still going to give you some butteriness, right? So that when you detangle, it's easy, so that when you glide your comb through, it's easy. That's what I would consider and suggest. So that's one part that I would consider and suggest. The other thing is, when you go to curl your hair, what's the temperature? Hey, boss. When you go to curl your hair, what's the temperature that we curl at? What is the degree? Excuse me. What is the degree that we are never to go over if we are pressing our hair ourselves at home and we have fine hair? If you have fine hair and you press your hair yourself at home, what is the degree you are never to go over? Pretty Black. What advice do you have for ladies in menopause? I just cut it all off. What advice are you looking for if you just cut all your hair off? Right now, at this stage, if you just cut all your hair off, what advice are you looking for, Pretty Black? No, Tanya. No, Tanya. Anybody else? Instagram? The question is, what degree are you to never go over if you are pressing your hair and you have fine hair? This is why the Silk Press series exists. Okay, so that we can get you on the right track, and so that we can make sure that we are not burning our hair, so we can make sure that our curls are lasting. No, Miss Pretty Black. No, Chrissy. Listen, if you are interested in doing your hair yourself at home, if you are interested in even just doing touch-ups at home, if you're interested, if you have a pretty good idea on how to silk press your hair, but you're really trying to refine or master your techniques or your skills, you have to get the Silk Press series. You have to get the Silk Press series. This is one of the first things that I teach you in the Silk Press series when we get to the part about tools and texture. If you have fine hair, please write this down. If you're a stylist, if you are at home and you have fine hair, please write this down. If you are at home and you are doing a silk press and you have fine hair, you are never to go over 410 degrees. 350 degrees would likely be, the temperature would be too low to hold a curl. Anything over 410 degrees, the temperature is too high for it to hold a curl. So if you have fine hair and you go to silk press your hair, you silk press your hair anywhere between 370 and 410 degrees. That is why I created the silk press series, so that you're not burning your hair at 450 degrees, but also, yes, you were close, Chrissy, so that you're not burning your hair at 430, 450 degrees and making it tough for your hair to hold a curl, but also so that the temperature is not so low that you feel like you consistently have to go over your hair multiple times with the flat iron, creating what? If you keep going over your hair with the flat iron, you're going to create room for what? I'm finna have my yogurt, because now I did the silk press series for free, and I'm charging for the silk press series. And we still, not enough of us is into that silk press series. If you do not want heat damage and you don't want frizz when you do your own silk press, you need to get the silk press series. It teaches you everything. I've been doing this for 20 years. I teach you everything that I know about silk presses. Okay, Tanya? So depending on what kind of style it is that you're looking for, that's the number one piece, right? Make sure your blow dry is stellar and that it's really smooth. So how do you hold the curl? Let's say you did everything right, Tanya. Let's say you have the right temperature, and for whatever reason it still isn't holding a curl. Let's say you do all of the other things right? You are not using a lot of heavy products when you go to shampoo and condition your hair. When you do a silk press, you are using the right temperature when you go to do a silk press at home. If your curl is still not holding, I would do two things. Make sure you're using holding spray before you use your flat iron. Before you apply your curling iron, you apply. Can y'all hear me now? Because the Wi-Fi is messing up. Are y'all talking to yourself? Are you talking to me? Miss P7, are you talking to me? Can y'all hear me? Facebook, YouTube? I just want to make sure, because the thing just cut out, and I just want to make sure you can hear me. Yes, Instagram, I know you fine. Facebook, YouTube, can y'all hear me? Phyllis? All right, Phyllis can hear. You can, Tanya said I can hear you now. Fatima, okay. Yeah. So similar to, so Chrissy was relaxed for a long time, right? Chrissy understands you get that mold, right? When you sit up underneath the dryer, that's essentially what your holding spray is before you use your flat iron. That's like your shaping solution, shaping lotion or whatever, setting lotion or whatever. Excuse me. So anytime you go to, especially, I do it for all hair types. Okay. I don't just do this for fine hair. When I'm talking about applying holding spray or hairspray, right? Before the flat iron, but specifically for fine hair, I would suggest that every time you curl your hair, you pin it so that it's hot when you set the curl. Hair has memory, right? We've talked about this before. Hair has memory, excuse me. So if you train it to stay a particular way, if you train your hair, it will listen to you, right? So if you curl your hair and then set the curl by pin curling it and waiting until it cools to take it all down, that will give you significantly more hold. What's a good holding spray? So I'll give you one. A few of them are in the Silk Press series, but I'll give you one. One of them this is my least favorite. If I'm being honest with you, this is my least favorite. My other two ultimate favorites are in the Silk Press series. It's a good holding spray. It's just my least favorite. Is the Sebastian Shaper Plus holding spray. It's in a white can and it got like a yellow plus sign on it. The Sebastian Shaper holding spray. You always want to use a holding spray that has meat. Y'all got me dropping my gems, things that I make people pay for. You got me dropping these gems for free, Tanya. But that's my fault. I said, ask me anything, right? You just want to make sure that whatever holding spray you use, it's medium hold. Okay. I always hear people talk about your hair porosity. Does it matter when buying products? Does porosity matter when buying products? I don't. Here's what I'll say. I never think about, I was going to say I never think about hair porosity when I do a client's hair, but I guess it does come into play because that determines just how much product I use. It never determines what product I use, but it always determines just how much product I use. Because you can change your hair's porosity. You can change your hair's porosity by using a clarifying shampoo. Change the whole game for you. Okay, so I don't put too much stock in hair porosity. What I do put in terms of like what product to buy or what product to use. I only think about hair porosity when I am thinking about how much product to use. So if you have low porosity hair, I will use just a little bit more product. If you have high porosity hair, I use just a little bit less product. Or I might apply product just like in a different order depending on your hair's porosity. Like for clients that have fine hair and high porosity hair, instead of using a serum when their hair is dry, I might apply the serum when their hair is wet. Oh, where are you now? I'm in Middletown, New York now, Natalie. I'm not Natalie. Chrissy, excuse me. I'm in Middletown, New York now. How do I know when to sit under the dryer? Oh, when to not sit under the dryer? How do I know when to not sit under the dryer? I do not know how to answer that question. I always deep condition under the dryer. And how often do you shampoo and condition your hair, okay? How often does wash day happen? And then we can talk about how often does wash day happen? Why change my face? How often does wash day happen for you, Kay? And then we can talk about how often you should be deep conditioning. Could cheese silk infusion be considered? Could cheese silk infusion be a consideration when rotating protein use? I'm a fine medium density natural, and after 3 back-to-back uses and got broken off hairs in the sink. Your hair never sheds. How are we determining breakage versus shedding? That's one piece. And if you're talking about the cheese silk infusion, when you say the cheese silk infusion, I'm thinking about the serum, and the serum is a styling product. It's not a hair care product. So are you talking about the silk infusion, or are you talking about the keratin mist, or are you talking about their shampoo and conditioner? Tell me which chi product you're talking about. And also tell me how you're determining whether it's breakage or shedding. Not too bad, just warning shots. You mean like the short hairs were not too bad? They were. I mean, I imagine, Kay, that we're talking about with conditioner. I imagine that. When do I know when I can sit under the dryer with conditioner? Oh, that's what I'm so confused. Yes, every 10 days. Everything has protein. Everything has protein. Everything has moisture. Every single product that you use is going to have some form of protein and some form of softener in it. Okay? Miss P7, every single product that you use is going to have some form of strengthener and some form of softener. Whether or not it's soft focused or strength focused determines whether or not you can deem it as a protein focused product or a softening or a moisture focused product, right? So if you're talking about if you're saying yes, the serum, I would never consider a styling product to be the problem for causing breakage, right? So walk me through literally, we got about 15 minutes here left on this live. 6 minutes, left on this live, Miss P7. Walk me through literally every single step that you do. Do you want to go live together, Miss P7? So we can cut down some time. Do I need to sit under the dryer with deep conditioner each and every time I wash my hair? No. Okay. How do you determine when you need to do one versus the other? If you're shampooing and conditioning your hair every 7 to 10 days, you likely only need to do it every quarter. Every 6 weeks, maybe. I'm sorry, every 8 weeks. Every 8 weeks, maybe. If wash day is happening every 7 to 10 days for you, I absolutely will not be sitting you up underneath the dryer to deep condition it every time we saw each other. When I blow dry my hair, it feels slightly stiff with product residue and dull, not shiny and light with movement. Can you help me troubleshoot what I'm doing wrong? You are likely, Phyllis, I imagine it's either we're not rinsing the conditioner, we're either not shampooing properly, we're not rinsing the conditioner out properly, or we're too heavy. We're either using the wrong leave-in conditioner or too heavy with the leave-in conditioner. Miss P7, do you want to go? You want to join us live so we could do a live virtual consultation? Hey, Desiree. Okay, Phyllis. If you want recommendations for leave-in conditioners that I trust, because I'm never going to suggest to you a scoop leave-in conditioner. Hey, Phyllis, if you want a list of leave-in conditioners that I trust, it's all in the Silk Press series. Okay, no worries, Miss P7. But again, I would never think that it's the styling product that is causing breakage. If you're seeing breakage, here's what I would consider. Tell me what. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Miss P7. Tell me what shampoos and conditioners you've been using most consistently for the past 3 months. You said you have fine medium hair. Tell me when your last trim was, and then tell me what temperature you're using on your flat iron, and if you flat iron more than once. Okay. What shampoo and conditioner have you been using most consistently for the past 3 months? When was your last professional trim? When you go to silk press, what temperature are you using? And do you silk press your hair do you pass your hair more than once? Pass your flat iron, more than once on your hair when you silk press. I mean lightweight. All of that is in the Silk Press series. Okay, Phyllis? Tell me what leave-in conditioner. Don't tell me what leave-in conditioner you're using. Tell me if your leave-in conditioner is a spray or a scoop, Phyllis. Okay, you good with your question? Perfect. Phyllis, you're good too? Tanya? Phyllis, what leave-in conditioner, tell me if your leave-in conditioner is a scoop or a spray. Anybody else? Des, you have any questions? We're gonna hop off of here in a little bit. It's a spray. It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner. I would consider. I think that it's a 10 leave-in conditioner is a super lightweight spray, but depending on your hair type and how much you're using, do you and I'm imagining you spray it. And I'm only saying this, Phyllis, I'm only saying this because sometimes if I'm at the end of my bottle, I'll turn that bottle upside down and put it in my hand. And doing that, not spraying it, turning the bottle upside down in my hand and applying it to my client's hair, I've definitely caused a more weighty silk press than I would like, right? And I love me some bounce, some movement, some body. So it's definitely heavier than I would like. But my fix is usually just like, I'll put a little dry shampoo. I'll put a little dry shampoo and it's like nothing ever happened. But that is also heavily determined by heavily dependent on, like what the client's hair type is, right? So if you have fine hair, I would never recommend you do that. I actually would much rather you add a little bit of water. If you're at the end of your It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner and you have fine hair, instead of holding it upside down and spraying it, I would add a little bit of water to it. If for fine hair, are sprays preferred? 100%. 100%. Why do you think I prefer a spray leave-in conditioner over a scoop leave-in conditioner, especially when we're silk pressing? Hey, Sleepy. How to grow my edges back from postpartum? Sleep, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of protein, sleep and rest, because they're not always the same thing, right? So sleep, rest, eat a lot of protein, drink a lot of water. And you know me, I don't really promote the Black Magic Oil as a growth product, but there are loads of moms that have gone through postpartum that have used their Black Magic Oil that would like to argue differently. Okay. Okay. So that's what I would suggest, Patricia. Okay. So the past couple of months, here's what we've been using. Okay. Keracare Hydrating Detangling Shampoo. I imagine the AG Boost ACV Con. Let's look it up. Let's look it up and see what. There we go, right there. Phyllis, if you have fine hair in particular, you can't spray each section. I would probably do all over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would probably all over the head. I would probably do 8 or 9 sprays all over the head. Spraying each section is 100%. Let me not say 100%. I am 97% sure that spraying each section is 100% where you're getting caught up at. Also, if you are detangling your hair and sectioning it, and that's when you apply your leave-in conditioner, then when you detangle your hair, are you raw dogging the detangle? And your Paul Mitchell Plus is a serum, or your Paul Mitchell Gloss, is a serum, I imagine. And also, if you're doing that in every single section, way too heavy. How do we apply our serums? Let me tell you something. This is 100% why I need to be on Ritalin or something, because I'm questioning Phyllis, trying to help her answer her question. Whole time I was supposed to be getting my phone so I could look up AG Boost ACV. Girl, get it together. AG Boost ACV. ACV apple cider vinegar. Okay. So, this is the conditioner. What made you buy this, Miss P7? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the ingredient list. This, to me, reading the ingredient list, right? This to me does not look softening enough to stand as like a moisture focused conditioner. Okay. So, but let's say it was. Okay. Let's say it was. Let's say this was a moisture focused conditioner. If for the past 3 months, right? Because that's what I asked for. What have you been using for the past 3 months? If for the past 3 months you've been using the Keracare Hydrating Detangling Shampoo and a moisture focus, because this is claiming that it's a moisture focused conditioner, right? So let's say you've been using a moisture focused shampoo, a moisture focused conditioner, and the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner, which is I'm hoping that it's the one that I recommend to you, which is the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner, which is a moisture focused leave-in conditioner, right? So if you've been using a moisture focused shampoo, a moisture focused conditioner, and a moisture focused leave-in conditioner, what is the rule around here? I self-trimmed maybe 2 months ago. ApHogee 2 Minute maybe 1 month ago. Okay, so the ApHogee 2 Minute is also what we're using, what we've used within the last 3 months. Yes, but where are you getting the protein? If you're using a moisture focused hydrating shampoo, what should be a moisture focused conditioner and a moisture focused leave-in conditioner, how often are you giving your hair protein? I've been using Design Essentials Oat and Henna Protein Shampoo, Rosemary Mint, and follow with Joico Moisture Recovery Conditioner. What's the Rosemary Mint? What? Too much product for each section. Okay, so if you detangle, but you have to detangle to get your hair in 6 sections, right, Phyllis? You have to, in order for you to get your hair, I correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because when I read no, I detangle before the wash, and my question was, what are you using to detangle, and then put your hair in 6 sections, and you say no, you detangle before the wash. My mind goes to, we're skipping the detangle after the shampoo and after the conditioner is applied. So please correct me if I'm wrong. Phyllis, here's what I'm imagining happens on wash day. And again, please correct me if I'm wrong. On wash day, what's happening for Phyllis is we're using a shampoo. We're then going into condition. Excuse me. We detangle with conditioner in the hair. We rinse. And by what I'm reading here, the way that I'm articulating it, the way that I understand it, how do we block people on here? Before I ban you and delete your comment, you might want to fix it. Actually, we ain't listen. Listen. Here we go. Let's get back on track. Okay? So that's how I'm articulating it, is you're not detangling after we apply our conditioner and have rinsed our conditioner out, because we detangled when we had conditioner in our hair. We're going straight. We're not detangling. We're going straight to parting 6 different sections. Do I have that correct? Do you detangle again afterward, Desiree? Why do you use the Joico Moisture Recovery Hair Mask? Should you steam your hair at home? No, because it's a treatment. It can allow your product to be more potent and have longer lasting effects. And if you don't know when you need to steam your hair, as in giving it that extra boost of moisture, then no, I do not think that you should be doing steam treatments at home. Yes, I detangle before the wash, and then after I condition, and rinse. I use water and leave-in conditioners to detangle and section my hair. You use water and leave-in conditioners. Is the leave-in conditioner the It's a 10? to detangle your hair, or are you using a separate water and leave-in conditioner to detangle your hair, and then in each of the 6 sections you're using the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner and then the glossy the Paul Mitchell gloss? Y'all, I really have to get off of this live in 6 minutes. My favorite cafe closes at 11:30. Okay, I need to get up off of this live at 11 in less than 5 minutes. I'm still very much so curious, Desiree. Why do we use the Joico Moisture Recovery hair mask? Hey boss, why do we use the Joico Moisture Recovery hair mask? And then you said I detangle, and then I still don't know what rosemary mint product you're talking about. And is that a conditioner or a shampoo? Lady Lou, did I answer your question? Hey, Sonia. That means you have to come back tonight. No, I'm tired of talking. I feel like I've been talking forever, bro. I'm tired of talking. No, Design Essentials Rosemary Mint Mask. It's a part of the oat and henna line. So I follow by leaving it on for a few minutes as directed. Then I detangle with the Joico. Why are you using 2 different conditioners? Natalie talk about we need our 2-hour live on a Saturday, on the Sabbath. Okay, yes, ma'am. After the wash routine, I section my hair in 6 sections with the water and leave-in conditioner, I imagine. Then I apply the It's a 10 and Paul Mitchell gloss combo to detangle and Bantu knot my hair before I blow dry. Okay. Maybe this is my fault, right? Maybe I have not explained well enough what the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner does, what it is, right? But Phyllis, before I go into that, I really want, because I feel like there's a disconnect and I'm not getting an answer to my question. Maybe you've answered it and I just have not read it, but I feel like I'm not getting an answer to my question. So I want to ask you again, right? After we shampoo and condition, you had mentioned that you detangle with conditioner and water. We detangle with conditioner and water and also apply the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner to each of the 6 sections. You don't have to apologize. I'm sorry, right? Because you may have answered it. I might have missed it. You don't have to apologize. I'm saying I'm sorry because I don't understand. Girl, why IG keep kicking you out? You sending us nudes in this live? Is you cussing in this live? Why they keep kicking you out, girl? So Phyllis, just answer that question for me, okay? After you shampoo and condition your hair, right after your conditioner, when you're getting ready to silk press your hair, you detangle with water and a conditioner and apply the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner to each section, mixed with your Paul Mitchell gloss. Chrissy, real quick, let me give you the info before we get up out of here. We got 2 more minutes and I got to go. 2 more minutes and I got to get up out of here. Chrissy, what was I finna say? Oh, text Silk Press, SILKPRESS to 347 802 0953. Silk Press to 347 802 0953. But yeah. That's for the link to book an appointment. Phyllis, girl, we waiting for you so we can get up out of here. Girl, you ain't got but another minute. I have got to go. I recently got this new book. If you're a reader, you already know. I recently got this new book. It's starting to get a little bit interesting. That lady is coming back to that old town where two of her old flings used to be. One of them is about to get out of jail. Need to go back and need to go read it. Need to go find out what happens there. All right. Listen, would love to help. I will not make any promises on whether or not I'll be back tonight or not, but here's what you can do. Okay. If you are interested okay, here we go. Okay, after the wash, I have low porosity hair. It dries fast. After the shampoo and conditioner routine, see, this is what it's okay. I love y'all. I love us. But Phyllis, you see how I asked? I just wanted an answer to that specific question so that I could get through this really quick. After and condition routine, I spray my hair down with water. But your hair's already wet, Phyllis. Why spray it down with water if it's already wet or damp from the conditioner? Section hair into 6 sections, and as I create each section, I add the It's a 10 Miracle and leave-in conditioner. Yes, it's too much. Because I'm imagining you're doing 1, 2, or 3 doing 1, 2, or 3 pumps of that It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner on each section, and it's too much. Excuse me. Especially in conjunction with the Paul Mitchell gloss. And if you have fine hair and you feel as though your hair dries fast, something is wrong. What shampoo and conditioner? See, I can't. There, because then I get too invested. I have mad questions. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do from now on, Phyllis. Okay, shampoo and condition your hair. While your hair is still damp, you apply your It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner all around. Okay, anywhere between 1 pump each section. No, because you need to apply your conditioner before you detangle, so that you need to apply your leave-in conditioner. You need to apply your leave-in conditioner before you detangle, because you want to spread your leave-in conditioner. If you use your leave-in conditioner before you detangle, then guess what happens when you go to detangle, and your comb with now the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in conditioner on there gets to more places, right? And you're not oversaturating your hair. You're not oversaturating your curls. Do them both at the same time. That'll save you time and save you money. It'll save you time and save you money. If I were you, I don't even know how much you're using for. I don't even know how much of the Paul Mitchell gloss you're using, but you're supposed to. I imagine, as a stylist, here's what I'll say: less is more, right? And Paul Mitchell is a very reputable product. They have high quality ingredients, so less is more. I would not do each section with the Paul Mitchell gloss. It's too much. I imagine for your whole head, you're probably only supposed to use a dime size, right? And so even if you're using 1/4 of that dime size for your one section, that's still too much, because you got 2 more pieces that you're applying product to. What up, Chrissy? Chrissy, this is the end, girl. We got to get up out of here. I got to catch my favorite cafe. They close at 11:30. We did this live Q&A. If y'all want me to come back at 8 o'clock, y'all got to pay me for that one. Y'all got to pay for that one. Okay, let's see. All right, if I get 3 sales, this ain't got to be on y'all. Y'all don't have to buy if you don't want to. Okay, this ain't got to be on y'all. This could be on anybody. If anybody makes a purchase, if I get 3 sales between now and 12 o'clock, then I'll come back on here at 8. If I don't get 3 sales between now and 12 o'clock, if it come at 12:01, you're done. You're done. Girl, I don't remember the name of the book. It's over there. I'll get it. Because I like when black girls read. Now here's the problem. I told Amazon stupid ass to give me black authors. This woman is not black. I had to look her face up because I seen the word COCK in reference to a male body part. I said, this ain't no black lady wrote this. I hate when they use that word. Anyway, this is called Unspoken. And it's about this white lady. Excuse me. This white lady. You want me to tell you what it's about? Oh, I'll just tell you what's on the back of the book. It's about this white lady who gave her daughter up. The daughter ends up passing away. Now her and the baby daddy, who was in jail, her and the baby daddy finna reconnect. And so I got Natalie, why are you laughing? I gotta get out of here. Okay, listen, if I get them 3 sales before 12 o'clock, 12:01, I promise y'all, 12:01, we're not doing this live. If I get them 3 sales, before 12 o'clock, I'll come back at 8 tonight. Golly, y'all got me working on what's today? Saturday? Y'all got me working on a Saturday. I'm getting on this damn live. Bye. Love y'all. If you are not home, get home safe. If you are home, stay safe, and I'll talk to y'all later.